With the ongoing pandemic, more companies and organizations have stepped up with donations to help government combat the coronavirus disease, with the province placed under general community quarantine. Last Monday, April 27, 2020, the First Credit Community Cooperative turned over to Governor GYVBE 240 pieces of personal protective equipment, 160 gallons of alcohol, 240 pieces of face shields, and 650 packs of pinakbet seeds for the farmers of Misamis Oriental. The said donation by FICO Community Outreach Foundation Incorporated through Mr. Edgardo Micayabas is for the frontliners in the province fighting COVID-19. Governor GYVBE thanked the Chief Executive Officer and said, their aid is in good time. Also on the same day, April 27, 2020, Stayag State Power Incorporated hand out 50 sets of personal protective equipment such as lab gowns, hair cap, and shoe cover, 100 face masks, 100 face shields, and 2 gallons of ethyl alcohol to be allocated for frontliners in hospitals and checkpoints within Misamis Oriental. Still on the same day, Monday, 20 new inmates from the Misamis Oriental Provincial Jail or MOPJ were placed in an isolation room to detach themselves from over 1,000 more persons deprived of liberty. These inmates shall undergo the standard 14-day quarantine in a bid to prevent coronavirus transmission in the facility. Jail Warden Dominador Tagarda clarified this is not discrimination, but the safest way to make certain that no inmate shall be contaminated with the dreadful virus haunting the country. Happening at the same time was a phone interview over PTV's Laging Handa public briefing hosted by PCOO Secretary Martin Andenar with SK Federation President and ex-officio board member Kerwin Jess Soldevilla. Andenar expressed his confidence in the talent of the youth and in their ability to be an inspiration to others. He commended the SK official alongside Provincial Youth Development Office for doing some productive undertakings for these young people while facing life changes due to the outbreak who are feeling anxious, isolated, and disappointed. The overwhelming recognition of the national government has made Governor GYVBE proud of the young generation in Misamis Oriental. On Tuesday, April 28, 2020, the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19 convened for their weekly conference. They discussed, among others, another possible extension of the general community quarantine after the April 30 deadline. They also agreed to construct an isolation building for possible COVID patients with a 50-room capacity in Alubihid, Misamis Oriental. The Provincial Engineering Office, through architect Joseph Araw-Araw, will design the structure and the budget will come from the Bayanihan Heal as One Act. On the same day, Philippine Chi Kung Tong Chinese Mason, Misamis Oriental Chapter, donated 5,000 face masks, truckloads of rice, and 10 boxes of goods to the provincial government. Governor GYVBE together with Dr. Jerry Kalingasan and Fernando Vincent D. received the donation from the Filipino-Chinese organization. Straight away, the governor distributed the aid to the mayors who were present during the conference for them to pass on to their frontliners. The following day, Wednesday, April 29, 2020, Governor GYVBE in his radio program over RPN received messages from concerned residents from Piniquitan, Kamamanan, Cagayan de Oro City seeking help as the barangay is implementing a much stricter community quarantine following the death of one confirmed positive patient for coronavirus. As a proactive response, the governor assured to extend resources to provide these affected residents with relief goods through the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19. He, however, clarified that he cannot provide everything as the funds is for the whole province of Misamis Oriental. On that same day, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office launched COVID-19 hotline as mechanism to address COVID-related concerns in the province. Anyone may contact 0916-648-8058 and 714-339 and 729-752 at any time, as PSWDO is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. 7 days a week. According to PSWDO head Junleymar Abella, their office is geared towards assisting affected family members through counseling and psychological and psychosocial support services, especially in these tough times. To enhance a more productive agriculture sector in the province, the Provincial Agriculture Office disposed another round of coconut seedlings to different farmer groups in Misamis Oriental last Wednesday, April 29. This time, 400 of these seedlings were distributed to the 4-hectare coconut demo farm in Medina. Pagro Chief Jose Apollo Pacamalan said, the program to intensify the cocoa industry in the province is aligned with Governor GYVBE Emano's 8 pillars of governance, which is to give emphasis on agriculture to ensure every Misamisnon has food on their table in the coming days. And on April 30, 2020, Governor GYVBE Emano approved a recommendation Thursday extending the general community quarantine in Misamis Oriental until May 15, 2020 to stem the spread of coronavirus disease in the province. The governor then signed Executive Order GYVBE number 2020-016 following a consultative meeting with the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19 together with 25 mayors, with emphasis that travelers from areas under ECQ which are considered as COVID-19 high-risk areas shall present an original copy of negative COVID-19 result to be allowed entry to the province of Misamis Oriental, and that protocol reporting in every municipality or city is a must to avoid undue panic in the community. Also, those workers and sectors in Category 1, 2, and 3 in Misamis Oriental may now continue to work or operate in patterns as mandated in the EO. Likewise, on Thursday, the 58th Infantry Battalion of the Philippine Army in Claveria, Misamis Oriental, alongside the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, gathered 65 former rebels for profiling purposes. Junleymar Abella said this is important for them to assess the person capable to receive aid from the government. The provincial government wants to make certain former rebels reconstruct their identities as part of the community. Lieutenant Colonel Ricky Canatoy believed that the outpour of support of Governor GYVBE Emano has encouraged more communist rebels to lay down their arms because of the promise of a better life in the mainstream. Happening on that same day, a team from Pagro has started the distribution of vegetable seeds to the municipal agriculturists to encourage residents to engage in home gardening during this time of travel restrictions. 20 LGUs have so far received 1,800 packs of vegetable seeds worth 360,000 pesos. Pagro's target is to provide 50% of the total 25,000 households who are vulnerable and belongs to below poverty line. In the case of lowland rice, Sir Pacamalan, through the capital's support plan to provide seeds from the Department of Agriculture to 90% of the 3,227 rice farmers in Misamis Oriental. The seeds that were distributed through the Municipal Agriculture or City Agriculture Office will be handed out to farmers to ensure that every family has a supply of nutritious food amid the ongoing health crisis in the entire country. And on Labor Day Friday, May 1, 2020, Governor GYVBE joins the entire nation in celebrating Labor Day. This year's celebration is regarded as the most significant of all the previous festivities because it highlights the frontline workers battling COVID-19. It makes the governor remember the overlooked workers who, despite the risk that they are facing, are out there ensuring that everyone is protected. Also on Friday, a team from PDRRMO handed out relief goods to 8 family members in Sitio Tinigbasan, Barangay Mabini in Binuangan, whose husbands working as lumbermen were left stranded in Basilan due to the declaration of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao under general community quarantine. In a Facebook post, a certain Irene Nuico thanked Governor GYVBE for his immediate action regarding their outcry and call for relief. On Saturday, May 2, the Provincial Governor's Office of Misamis Oriental received boxes of donations from the Oro Chamber of Commerce. They donated Vita Coco coconut water for the frontliners, to which they personally delivered to the provincial capital.
Governor GYVBE has always underscored the standard of his leadership, and that is good governance and outstanding service as the norm of his administration. And because of this, it is obvious that things are doing well as planned. This is Jean Kerosit, PIO.